All right, Coach. What are your best and worst memories of coaching?
Best, probably this year beating St. John's.
St. John's win.
In the districts.
In Yoffs.
1-0 at their place. Worst memories, probably the last game of the season this year. Semifinals we lost to Marlboro. Just that close to getting to the district finals with such a good, talented team.
They were a good team, though. Can't deny that.
No, they were a good team. So that was probably the.
There's
probably many more
within
that
the same week. Best and worst
within the same few next couple days. Yeah.
So, all right. Who are your role models in coaching and why?
Who are my role models? I look back to my high school coach, my college coach, my first athletic director here, which was Mr. Casaselli.
Mm-hmm.
They just instilled positive things that I should do, things that I followed.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back to those guys. Plus my father, because he was my coach for a long time.
Yeah. So, what are your coaching goals over the next couple of years?
Coaching goals.
Make playoffs?
Just to have a positive influence on my team. Bring out the best in each player.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, to win a district title would be great. To go to states would be great. To win our league is good.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said in the banquet, it's about not about wins and losses all the time. It's about the memories you make with your teammates.
All right. How has coaching affected your life so far?
It's good. Well, my wife wouldn't say that because I'm always gone.
It takes you away so much.
It takes a lot of family time away, but it's good to interact with so many students besides in the classroom, but off the field as well, and to see where they've come from their freshman year to their senior year, and then just to run into players after high school. When they graduate, they come back and then just talk about some moments that you had. So it's great. It's fulfilling.
Yeah. Any books or movies that you've been inspired by?
I'm actually reading one now.
Ooh.
Called The Messiah Method.
Okay.
It's a small college. I just started reading it, so I can't give you any info on it, but I've been referred to me by Mr. Lucas. He had to read it, and I talked to Mr. Corey. He read it, said it's a great book. It's a small college, and they're always like top 1 or 2 every year, boys and girls, so I'm going to try to get some inspiration from this book right here.
All right, let's see it. What other factors might influence a player's playing time other than how good he is?
Possibly the situation. Depending on what type of player he is. They don't have to always be that skilled, but if we need someone to mark somebody one-on-one for a game and just take them out mentally, physically, it could be something like that.
Good chirper?
Sometimes.
Always need a good chirper? All right. What's your philosophy in regards to seniors on JV and freshmen on varsity?
Seniors on JV.
That's always
unfortunately, if they're not good enough to play varsity,
at that senior year,
their senior year, junior year even, make room for our freshmen and sophomores. Freshmen on varsity, I have no problem with that as long as they're playing.
Okay.
If they're sitting the bench, then they should probably be getting some playing time on the JV level.
Yeah, definitely. All right, what's a coach's role as a motivator to his team?
Just try to bring the best out in every player. To motivate them to play, to want to play, to be good students too, academically, not just on the field, but just to bring out the best every time they take the field, whether they win or lose.
Definitely. How do you plan on improving year to year as coach?
Improving this year, or
just in general?
There's always things you can do to make yourself better. Go take some classes, go scout some more, go to professional development. I'm not perfect, unfortunately. There's always aspects of my coaching that I always question myself on that I could think I could change in the future.
Yeah. What's your philosophy on discipline?
Discipline, you got to follow the rules. There's no way around it. Zero tolerance. If you're not going to adhere to the rules, then there will be consequences, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, today there's rules that no one seems to be able to interpret, right? So, we don't know how to deal with that.
When we figure that out, we will.
Yeah, exactly. What's the correct relationship do you think between the coach, the athletic director, and the principal? Like, what's a working relationship look like?
With the coach, just keep them informed
Mm-hmm.
on the athletic director and the principal on anything that's going on in the situation, just so it doesn't get out of hand, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But a good working relationship, just open communication is the best thing.
How would you promote community support for your team?
I would do things at games like I don't know if we did it this year, but like youth nights,
Mm-hmm.
things like
Yeah,
that.
team serenity night freshman year. I'll never forget
Yeah,
that.
that's
That
right.
was awesome.
Just things like that. Maybe have the players do some community service,
Mm-hmm.
things like that to promote. I mean, just try to get the community
Everybody involved. Yeah.
exactly as much as you
Definitely.
can.
How big of a role do booster clubs play for like a school like ours?
They do great things for us. They get us stuff when we need it. We've been fortunate enough that our athletic program and department takes care of a lot of things. But
Yeah.
boosters have always been there for us. They're great supporters. I love having them around.
All right, this is one of the last questions. How do you deal with players who come to you about playing time and they have a problem with it?
Well, it's great that they can advocate for themselves. That's what they should do. You just got to be upfront and honest with them, and that seems to be the best policy.
Yeah.
I kind of, Mr. Mackin, when he was AD, we had that conversation, and he said the lines of communication need to be open. So that's how I do it. I tell them what their role might be, what they might need to do, and playing time is it's not guaranteed, unfortunately.
What about when parents get involved?
Well, then it goes to a whole new level, but
Yep.
it should go through the ranks where the student or the player
Brings it to
and
your
I should have a
attention,
conversation. If we can't, fix the problem or come to an agreement,
Mhm.
let's say, then the parent has to get involved. Then we get the AD involved, but the player still should stay involved.
Yeah. Always.
Can't make everyone happy, unfortunately.
And this is the last one. How do you deal with multi-sport athletes?
I promote it. Colleges want to see players or students who play more than one sport. So absolutely, you should be doing a sport every single season if you're an athlete. If you're a true athlete, every season.
Every season?
And keep your grades up at the same time.
All right,
It's a
well-
lot, and work if you're an older.
Yeah,
If you're older.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. But you know what that's called? It's called life. So.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Coach. Well, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.